Hi guys, and welcome to All About the Philippines. Now, for all you Filipinas out there that are dating or looking to date a foreign man, I'm going to give you here my ultimate guide in long distance dating for Filipinas. So being in a long distance relationship can be a very tricky thing to navigate if you're not sure really how to do it. These tips are going to help you a lot, so stay tuned. So how many of you guys out there watching are in the long distance relationship and you thought at times this is just far too hard? I don't really know what to do. After all, it might be the first long distance relationship you've ever had. So how are you going to navigate that and how are you going to get through it? So I'll give you some tips here that will help you to get through those difficult times. And if you follow what we've got to say here, your relationship is bound to go forward in a real positive way. So here we go. So the very first thing is to take your time to get to know your man. So a lot of Filipinas tend to want to rush a relationship and really push forward and push hard with that relationship. You've really got to let it develop naturally. Let it take its time. There is no hurry here. It's more important to make sure that you've got the right man and that the relationship isn't being forced or rushed. And you really want to make sure that you've got a man that's got the same values as yourself, or at least are in line somewhat with yourself. They don't have to be exactly the same, but they've got to be values that you admire in somebody. Maybe the way they live their life and the things they believe are important should be similar to what you believe are important. So another one, when you're dating a foreigner, girls, so don't be fooled by the money he says he has or the lies he tells you about the money he has. He might be just trying to, big thing to impress you. It may not all be true. So be very careful about that. Some people, yeah, they might have money, okay, that's all good and well, but if they do, and if they're genuine, they won't be telling you all about it and waving it in front of your face. They will rather leave that lay low and get to know you as a person. So if he's always there talking about money, I've got this big house and car, I'm really important and all this sort of stuff, then start to think twice about whether he's really there for the relationship or he's just there trying to build his own ego up. So the next one is he really who he says he is? So you might be talking to him via video link or messenger or whatever the case may be, and he might say, I'm coming over to the Philippines to meet you, you know, we're going to have a great old time, blah blah blah. And you want to make sure that he is the man he says he is. Or is he just a sexpat coming to the Philippines for holiday fun, let's say? So if you want to check out a video I've done here on sexpats, you'll find that very interesting, how some married men in the West will go to the Philippines just for a sexual holiday, let's say. So he might meet, you know, 5 or 6 different women over there, have them all lined up, and he'll have a great old time and then come back to his family. So if that's not the sort of thing you're after, if you're looking for a genuine relationship, then you want to be very careful about who he says he is and what his intentions really are. So a very important thing in a long distance relationship, which I'm sure most of you guys know and probably most of you guys do, is to make regular times when you can be chatting together on video. So when you're able to see each other and talk to each other every night if possible, even if it's only for half an hour, every night will keep that connection between you and your partner, and you'll be able to tell each other about how your day was, and what you're going to do tomorrow and all that sort of thing. That's really important to keep that connection going. Now the next thing is, after you've been in the relationship a little while, you want to start to talk about your plans together. So between the two of you, you start to work out, where do we go from here? Okay, this is all great. We've been in a relationship for, 4, 5, 6 months. What do we do next? When do we visit each other? Is it going to be here in the Philippines? Which for most people it will be the first 1 or 2 times. It will be, he will come and visit you in the Philippines. And when is that going to happen? It's very hard to have an ongoing long distance relationship for 2 or 3 years without actually physically meeting each other. It becomes hard and people usually drift off and go different directions. So really having that plan set out of when he's going to come and visit you is really important. And maybe even going on from there, after you've been together maybe 12 months or whatever, things may naturally talk about, maybe getting engaged or married at some point, where we're going to live. So you start gradually over a period of time to talk about those things, have common goals together in your relationship as you move forward. It gives you something to look forward to together as a couple, and something to strive towards, which keeps you going that day after day long distance relationship. Another very important tip I can give you guys is celebrate important things together. So important dates, so things like birthdays, Christmases, anniversaries, all that. Get on the computer together and celebrate them together. Put posts on Facebook, happy anniversary, all that sort of thing is very, very important in a long distance relationship. It feels like you're celebrating together even though you're miles apart. And the final tip I'm going to give you guys is that there is no place for jealousy in a long distance relationship. Now, I know some of you Filipinas can get jealous at times, like anyone else in the world can get jealous at times, and sometimes these guys can get jealous as well. So the bottom line is, in a long distance relationship, if jealousy comes into that, then insecurity is going to come into that, and trust is going to drop. You are not going to have trust. Where you don't have a trust in a long distance relationship, then forget the long distance relationship. It's not going to happen. It's not going to last. So work hard on getting rid of any jealousy. You need to put trust in each other that you are each doing the right thing. And look, really, if you've done all these things we've listed here today, then jealousy shouldn't be a problem, because you're communicating with each other, you're seeing each other at regular times, and you've got plans set for it when you're going to be together, and you've got a plan set for the future. So all those things combined should help take any jealousy away. But it's really important that if you say you're going to do something, that you do it, or if you're going to talk to each other at a certain time, that you be there at that time to talk to each other. Not late, or in some cases not at all. If you just don't turn up and he's waiting for you, and he's going to start to think, what's going on? That's a natural thing when you're a long way away from each other. So any times that you say you're going to be talking together, make sure that you are there at those times. So girls, that's my guide to long distance dating. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you get something out of it, and I hope you can follow some of these tips if you're not doing them already. I'd like to hear what you've got to say about it, so please put your comments below and tell me how you're managing your long distance relationship, and if you think you can do any of these tips, and if so, how they might help. Don't forget to share the video with all your networks, and of course subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell to get more videos. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Appreciate all your support. Take care, and bye for now.